Welcome in, everybody, to the Olympus Bolts roundtable team check-in type deal. Barracuda's got his bread. Jake's going to be eating a banana, and I think that's about par for the course here for this team. The memeiest team maybe in the league, I think, is at least what I've gathered.
The best.
That's got to help at some point, though, right? I mean, I got to introduce everyone, I guess. Haddix, Lasbro, Ven, Jake, Barra, Dave. Can you take your shoes off? Yeah, camera shot doesn't show your feet. So yeah, I guess you're more than welcome to pop the old shoes off if you want to. Do they smell bad, though?
Give it a
I don't.
a
I
warm
want to know if
smell.
it's going to be trickling into the rest of
Everybody take a smell.
Do you think that helps you guys, though, the fact that you guys are all similar meme levels as one another? Well, Barra says idiots. Do you think that's like a helpful thing in the team environment?
Down, no?
Yeah,
it's gotta be good, right?
I think it's good. I think we always have a lot of fun, and having fun is just like it's easy to get like through the hard times when you're having fun.
Yep.
Is it ever difficult to dial that down, though?
For me, maybe. But that's how it is.
It is fun. It's an enjoyable time.
I guess probably as a team, though, you guys have gotten pretty good at measuring when it's time to lock in versus activate serious mode. Is there ever a serious mode with Jake, though?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can imagine that.
I mean,
is the 408 ever a serious mode?
I'm clicking in, guys. Follow me.
And do you follow that call? If you hear that, coming out, you have to, right?
But we can because we're in base, and he's just like, I'm going in.
watch this from base.
But look, you guys, we're going to do this kind of in a linear order. Rewind to season 7, work on to where we are in season 8 now. Are you making fun of my hand motions?
Actually,
I talk with my hands.
I was
a lot.
just looking at your beautiful laptop that you have.
Oh, the Alienware laptop.
Yeah.
The Alienware
It
laptop.
actually looks beautiful.
Do you know? Well, this isn't the
agree.
one that has 64 gigs of DDR4 RAM in it.
Sorry.
That is
That's
a
a
lot,
lot.
of course.
Are you
That's an
serious?
alien war.
You guys are probably in chat spamming with the rest of chat when all that goes crazy. Well, let's rewind to season 7, though. Largely the same roster. Obviously, Haddix has come in here this year. Would you say that season 7? Because you guys had flashes of brilliance, I think, in season 7. Do you think it was? Do you think it was largely? Do you think it's? And look, I think the fact that you can joke about it's good. Do you think it was largely a consistency thing? Because in season 8 now, you guys are kind of tearing things up. What's the transition? Do you think from season 7 to season 8?
I just think I didn't know how to play objectives that well late game, and a lot of times we'd be owning early game, mid game, and we just walk to the fire giant, and then we would just lose the game. And that happened a lot.
Jake gets so excited around.
Bear was used to that.
Yeah, I'm used to losing.
I'm used to that.
That's why I think Jake wanted to secure that fire giant.
Yeah.
So, like, if you say season 7, here's where this core of the roster went wrong. It was throwing around FGs in the late game.
I mean, I think it's
This
like
guy still gets.
I think a bit of
excited.
confusion. We're just
I would
confused.
say like consistency, new
Sure.
players together, and everything like that.
Right.
Dude, let me tell you, this guy gets excited around a fire giant. Guys, we just do fire. Come on.
Nothing like a
have
fire
factory.
giant.
Come on. I have frenzy. Come on. We can do it.
You guys got to pick med
Yeah,
now, right?
we have-
for the
we have
pulse.
Alicia, we
What
have
is it
to
now?
add
It's
on it.
pulsar or
Pulsing.
the.
I'm
Pulsing.
pulsing.
Well, yeah, he
What
pulses.
are you guys maybe heard them playing in the back, right? The pulsing. So you guys are filled in at least on pulsing. I guess you can expect to hear that a little bit more often now. The pulsing. All right. So Haddix comes into the roster after season 7. We worked on maybe FG calls, whatever it might be. What are everyone's expectations? You come off season 7. You're going into season 8. 4 out of 5, same players. Haddix has been a great addition. What were expectations? I imagine you probably blew them away a little bit with how well you guys have been performing. What did you think, though, when the roster got submitted, the roster got accepted? Where did you think this team was going to go?
Mine were really high. I felt like we were really good last year. And again, as we all said, we kind of made a few mistakes here and there. But I feel like our leadership with Haddix has stepped up a lot. I feel like he is a very good, confident caller for what we're doing, and him and Jake work really well late game. And then Lass and Vin have been playing out of their mind lately, and I'm just there pressing left click occasionally, so it's pretty nice for me.
That's the dream, right? You just chill back and. Well, I forgot what the quote was. Hindu said it the other day. It was like, hunters are 3 things. They're farmers, like murderers, and I forgot what the third
It was like
thing
tower
was.
killers.
Yeah,
or
tower
something.
killers. Maybe it was tower killers. Actually, I think maybe him and Mifflin posed the same question. If there was a totem of coup on your side of the map, would you ever bother going for it?
100%, because I know how valuable it is. Every time I can feel the totem of coup flowing through me.
We're just pulsing.
It's pulsing
to
the
the tower.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Just getting infused with mana.
Do you think the
Honestly,
Draugr is
I'm
going to be
thinking
like
those
the duo lane totem of coup? Because we have the Draugr counter. Do you think we can get a good vibe of lane pressure over there on the duo
Everyone
lane with
knows
the old
your
Draugr
counter.
counter?
It's kind of hard.
We all see it. We can
I think the
measure it now.
Draugr sucks.
Well, we're gonna get into update changes here in a minute, and I'm gonna ask you about green buff, and maybe now Draugr I don't have to ask you about. But Lazbra, actually, they kind of bounced off thing. Laz and Ven have been playing well. Ven, I'll come to you after this. Right now, you have the most assists in the league, right behind, or being a little bit lower than that in Season 7. You're having a much better year, I think is the easiest way of saying that here so far in Season 8.
You're watching Banana.
I think you probably feel the same, right?
Yeah,
That you're having a
feels pretty
fantastic year here in Season 8. Do you have anything to attribute that turnaround to, or do you think you've just figured out some of your small mistakes and getting more consistent?
Well, one thing first. Assist and most assists, they keep kill stealing. Like I'm telling you, they just keep taking my kills. And like,
Well, I looked for kills, and it was like, you're average in the jungle category, but you're the highest in the jungle category in the assists. So
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this guy's clearly going in and he's just getting chaos by everyone else.
but when it comes down to improving, I mean, I've been sleeping well. That's important. I've been eating well. I've been going to the gym
Yes, you
pretty
have.
consistently. Pretty happy in life. So yeah, all that just works well together. We have a lot of fun in the team. We hang out. So there's a lot of positive things, I guess. This
Yeah, good.
has been
We're
like,
tight like that.
Look good,
Yeah.
feel good, play good,
Yeah.
I guess is the way it goes. Then I'll offer you a similar question because I think similar turnaround, wasn't bad by any means in Season 7, but you've been great
pretty bad.
so
What got
far
inside you?
in Season 8. You're top of the kills category for mid laners in Phase 2 so far. Are you giving me the sheesh? How did I know
Shinto? Vinto?
that? How did I know that between this group we're gonna get one sheesh and we're like 5 minutes
You
in
haven't
and
seen
we've
it, but
already.
he's been silently going like this. He's been looking at
at,
you doing this.
at the gym,
He's
when
been
we,
getting
when we
ready.
lift
He hasn't done
biceps,
it.
he's
He's
like
gone
after
like-
that, he's like,
Well, you have to, right?
Yeah.
The buy is a little pumped up. You gotta-
and then one day we won a SPL set, and he just went like,
That was a dragon set.
I am desperate to get. I know there's behind the scenes stuff that goes into team comms and things like that. We can't just pull all your comms with strategy and stuff. But there are a handful of teams I'm just desperate to hear stuff like that. And
Oh,
you guys are near the top of my list. I think
We're
post
desperate to hear some
game
comms as well.
sheeshes. I think might be social media killers, or in the good way. They'll kill social. They'll end the internet, right? Win the internet, close the internet, whatever it is. Similar question to you though, Ven. Maybe a similar answer to what Laz threw out. You think that everything's just kind of lining up for you right now, and the team's playing well, and as a result,
I
you play well.
I think a big thing is like that on this off season, like we took like a pretty like.
Is it the banana?
Dude, he's looking people in the eyes and eating his banana.
It's entirely my fault because I told Vera he could bring the banana and the bread out on
he
the
doesn't do
Doing
anything but
something. I'm
eat.
telling you, he's looking at me with that banana. He wants to do something.
Once you start getting in the gym with these guys, if you eat this much, you're a fiend. You're gonna be massive. You're gonna be nine circles with a head on top if you start lifting some weights there. The carbs are gonna be massive.
Sorry, Ben, continue.
Yeah,
here.
please, Ben, go on. Your eloquent answer.
On a serious note, I think that I think that we took this off season like pretty seriously
Right.
and like made the synergy like come really fast. We obviously have a
Yeah.
new person coming to the team, wanting to have some fun early on. MFT, for example.
Team cuddle sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team cuddling.
We still cuddle.
We did a lot of things to get.
I'd
Really
expect
important.
that.
It's really important.
And, yeah, we had fun. And that's what matters.
I imagine having fun is I imagine winning also helps you have more fun.
True.
Maybe fun time is mandatory. It makes it
Mandatory fun time.
Yeah.
We're not having fun.
All of our success, it has to come from MFT.
Correct.
And honestly, Ben,
Am I allowed to ask what that is?
Mandatory fun
mandatory
time.
fun.
That's okay. Just
Yeah.
stands for mandatory
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah, we
time.
just cubes.
Oh, so that's a thing. We didn't just come up with that right
No.
now. That's a
Yeah.
saying.
No, no.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
did
we
it at the
did
beginning of
that.
the season.
That's what we came up
all-
with. That's why we're winning right now.
Yeah.
Monday,
Get together, mandatory.
Monday
getting
at 1
those
p.m.
Clash games
off
together.
season. We all queued.
So it's
5-man Clash.
MMFT, Monday mandatory fun time.
Yeah,
We even go
we
further.
slammed it. Yeah.
Haddix, I think, look, you get a roster that's as close-knit as these guys are. Coming into it, do you think was there any extra pressure on you to kind of fill into to the roster here? I imagine they welcomed you with open arms, but did you feel any extra pressure melding into this roster that has MFT every Monday?
Well, I came in and I asserted my dominance in this pack,
You did.
and I took control. And honestly, there was no pressure on me.
Fair enough.
Me and Jake are tight. Me and Van have talked before. We're tight like that too.
Me and Laz are here.
I've talked to everyone before.
Tight like that trash
um,
can that got destroyed last year in the dump truck.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, I have to ask.
Here, what?
What
Hey,
happened?
go ahead.
It was just like a normal Sunday or Monday.
As you do.
They came
Right.
Having
over
your
to
fun
pick up the
time.
trash. Okay, instead of just throwing the trash into the back of the truck,
Mhm.
they took the whole thing and just threw it in there, crushed it.
Oh, the whole trash can?
We were there. He was just crying about it. He was so
It was our
sad.
only trash can. It was old and it was the only
Well,
one.
those are
and they
those are
took it
like
and
city
left.
supplied, right? Like
They
you
didn't
can't
give-
just go
we didn't
buy a
get a
new
new
trash
one.
can, right? No, you just have the old crushed one.
So like at the end, we just left all of our stuff in the front. They would just come up and pick up the individual bags.
Right, got it. So,
tough
well,
scene.
all right. So you never used the trash can again, but you still got your trash taken.
Well, they literally took it. They took the trash can. They took it with. They just
All
left,
right. So now I'm
crushed
getting it.
and
They
left.
crushed your can,
Yeah,
They
and they
crushed it.
didn't put it back out. They just
No.
took it
They
with
just
them.
left.
No, they put it in the truck.
the back
and
of the
crushed
truck,
it.
like they literally crushed it.
Got it.
And he watched it the whole thing, and he like
He's just like, what?
he was commentating the whole thing. It's going in. They crushed it.
Destroying it, man. It's the only one.
I need some fun time right now. My brain.
I'm literally mentally destroyed.
Boys, we need NFT right now.
So I imagine that I think the internet at large and fans and everyone at large would just assume that Haddix and Jake are probably the driving force behind most of the derailment and the memes and the fun. And I mean that in the best way possible, because clearly you guys are having fun and winning, and that's important. Is there a sneaky, between you three, one that feeds into that more than people would expect? All right.
This
Would
guy
you say
loves
Laz does it more than Haddix and Jake?
He cracks way more jokes.
I probably troll the least, but I also care the least sometimes. You know, sometimes
Sure.
we go into scrims, sometimes I'm just running it down.
Alex will go, it's a low T day for me.
It's a low T day. I'm walking down the lane, fellas. That's what's gonna happen.
What kind of pick are you playing on a?
It doesn't
on a-
matter. I'll play
regardless of the pick.
Regardless of the pick, I'm walking it down the lane. And that's just how it is. Jake, he loves trolling. Laz, he loves
Last. Yeah.
He leans into
It's,
it.
I love being me.
And that's good. And look, we've already discussed how
we
that
encourage
has
that,
allowed
yeah.
you to play better
No,
here
We
so far in
encourage
season
that
8.
here.
I have
You
like
should.
I'm serious when it comes to scrims, but I'm serious in the way that I'm trolling at the same time.
I guess that's a balance, right? There's such an enigma statement.
You need a balance of fun and trying at the same time. Because
Sure.
if you're like only trying and you're just being 100% serious,
Yeah,
that's kind of bad for scrims.
I think you can
have
burn
to be
yourself
enjoying
out.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
really.
can easily burn out if
You
you.
can easily burn out. You have to have fun and enjoy
Yeah, I
yourself
mean,
and learn at the same
The
time.
thing that always gets us laughing is when he tries to say like a word and he
Oh.
says it in some weird way.
Good.
Like
Give me good.
Good. Good.
we were talking about working out in the ping pong room just now. We were talking in cutting and bulking, and the way you said bulking, it's no
They
surprise.
just keep going. Everybody.
No, I just mean that as an example of
Bulking.
we're bulking up out here.
Well,
Who are all the gym go? Are you four? I know I've run into you guys at the gym.
I think you go to your like a separate.
I
gym
just
or-
work out at home now.
Yeah.
He's just a homework.
You've been slamming the workouts.
Yeah, well, COVID started, and then I was like, oh, I can't work out anymore. And then I was like, this tire is appearing right below my pecs.
You always look beautiful.
Tire.
Yeah, right here.
You
Oh.
always look beautiful.
Oh.
Like a ring.
Yeah. Oh.
So I started like working out at home, and then I got the COVID shot,
Yep.
and then that thing farmed me.
Oh yeah, it knocks
Yeah.
you down. It knocks you down. We don't have to get too far off on that. But
Yeah, man,
I had it
that.
twice and then got the shot, so I think my body was luckily built up enough against it. Sorry, no, that's just,
excuse me.
it's such a fun balance of getting back into good, serious questions. But I love letting you guys just get off the leash a little bit because it's a lot of
We love
good
being off the
entertainment.
leash.
I'm never on the leash.
Especially that guy. You have to yank on his leash a lot.
So that's not the case because the conversation pretty much all of last year with the Renegades roster. Jake came in, nobody knew what to expect, and it was always Barra who would interview, and he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, but I'm like working on getting Jake to be less, aggressive or W key or whatever that is."
Yep.
I think it's gotten better on a long-term basis. But do you guys think he still has the
There's some.
he needs the old leash
Yeah.
pull every once in a while?
Listen,
You do it.
Listen, me,
You do
I
it.
yank.
You answer.
I yank on his leash often. All right, I'll see him. He'll be all the way up here. We'll be at bat camps. He'll be at their bat camps. Guys, I got a sick emoji wall. Guys, can I wall? Can I wall? I'm walling. No one around him. He's gonna do it. I'm like, Jake, come here. Hey, come here. I'm just yanking his leash the whole time. Sometimes he yanks mine, but it's pretty rare.
Well,
We're just yanking each other's
it's a
chains
fun
out here.
dynamic. The 1-2 leash pulls between you guys seems to have been working out. And I think your answer early on maybe indicates the answer to this question. With you expected big things from this roster, so I imagine there wasn't really much of a surprise after phase one with how you guys finished. I mean, you placed very highly. I think you were top you were the first seed in your group, if I remember correctly, going into the phase
Undefeated.
one playoffs, undefeated in your group. And so I think, was there a kind of a transition period where you were like, all right, we'll see how this roster goes. We've fixed some of our changes from season 7, or fixed some of our issues from season 7. And then was there kind of a point where you're like, wow, we're gonna win. We're gonna be really good on a consistent basis.
For me, it started after we went undefeated in groups. I felt really confident after that. I think we're in not a weird spot right now, but we're in like a transition phase.
Sure.
I think everyone's in one right now based off of the no boots. Everyone's like relearning, redefining everything that they have been doing. So I think we can continue to still do our smart style,
Sure.
but still kind of figure out our picks and all that stuff.
Do you think the team has taken to that well? I mean, this is a huge change. You get all your items online earlier. The map has changed at the same time. Gods are getting updated. Do you think this team? I guess you guys have mentioned how you're good at kind of flipping that serious switch when it needs to be flipped.
Yeah.
Do you think the team has responded well to the amount of changes that have happened in the game, kind of in one big swing?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this team, out of all the teams that I've been a part of, definitely are the biggest like grinders that have been in one. Like they'll play the game nonstop over and over and over again. Especially like Haddix, Jake. Like we're definitely playing the game like a bunch.
Sure.
So, I mean, they're always up to date on stuff and can play whatever. So definitely very good, and yeah, that helps us in the long run for sure.
Which role do you think got impacted the most out of the recent changes?
I'd say ADC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably
I
ADC.
I feel way stronger now.
He
than I
doesn't have
did
the same
before.
build that he's had for
Yeah, I
7
don't get to
years.
stack anymore.
Just
It's
gotta get
great.
Sabo at the start of the game.
It's very nice.
7 years,
Yeah.
his build has been the same. Rough for that
And
guy.
finally.
I've been looking to buy Ekvil.
Just wait for the
so
new
long.
patch. They're gonna change it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to double stack.
Well,
Don't do this to me.
it's been what? It's been Ichabod, and then
Everyone's
sometimes it's like what Abo after that, and then
Some crit
Obo.
as well. Right?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, some crit at the end.
Yeah.
the Leviathans are still playing like the older patch of Dan's Chiron. A few hunters are going towards like the bow build and like the yellow damage.
Right.
We saw Cyclone go the like Silver Branch Atalanta's
Yes,
bow.
all the bows.
Yeah, all the bows
It
with
works
yellow
somehow.
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Does a lot of damage to me.
it's pretty OP.
He
right
literally
now.
goes up one tree and it works.
They made it so easy for us.
How does that work?
But it's all you click bow and then you go up.
You literally buy
tree.
You
every
guys,
one.
They don't
kind
have
of
bow in the
bows.
name, right?
Bows.
So you can just type in BOW.
If you could find a way to put fail knot in that build, another bow.
Yeah. Devs,
But it's not
if anyone's
fail not
watching.
bow. It's just fail not.
Don't do it.
Oh, fail bow.
Don't do it.
feel not
Why is it
Fail
named
not
fail
bow.
not? Like NOT, like it's not like even a knot.
I don't know, that's
like,
kind of a
with
cringy
K.
name.
Like,
Oh,
Right. No, but
No
it's
offense.
like it won't fail you. It's a fail not. It
It
won't
does
fail.
fail though. Only
Yeah,
like
true.
It does
35% crit chance.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
won't
65% of the time it fails. How
Yeah.
can you call it? It doesn't crit.
When it does work, though.
Well, it works. You guys sort of mentioned it. Do you think that this type of meta favors any type of team play style? I know that you guys, you call it the smork, the W key, the run it down. Clearly, it's been working. You're undefeated so far in phase 2. You look at all the teams in the league. Do you think that slower paced teams, faster paced teams, mid paced teams? I think some of the players we've talked to have even said it's nice because with the removal of boots, you're able to kind of cater your build quicker to how you want to play a game. But do you think the meta overall is better for one type of play style over the other?
it's a bit hard to answer because I don't think there's like a defined meta yet.
I don't think there is either.
But
I mean, there's still a lot of variety right now.
yeah, so it's like
I think
I
it's
don't know
still-
if
yeah.
it could go towards like literally like full pressure. It could go like to the peel comps and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to say like whoever plays peel or smoke the best maybe goes towards them, right? But right now it's like kind of impossible to say. I would say
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Which is nice. I think it's
Right.
nice having diversity.
it's a lot of fun.
Like,
Like
Yep.
just being able to do like in the jungle. There's like so many guards. It's a lot of dependent on like what guards do the enemies have, what guards do we have, and like kind of put that together.
and seeing
You've
which-
really liked. Sorry,
No,
I'm gonna
you're
cut
good,
you off
you're
there.
good.
You've really liked in your builds, and you don't have to reveal too much, though. I think it's pretty obvious. You like damaging item first, and then the CC bubble after that, right? And then into the rest of your build afterwards.
Yeah,
I feel like that's been pretty consistent over the last couple matches for you.
Yeah, it's just like a bit easier to like fit those like I don't know what I'll call like a Magus cloak, but it's like cheap and it's efficient.
Sure.
So
And you
I don't
can dive tier 1 towers on cooldown. I
Yeah.
guess there was one game where you got. I think it was. Somebody was playing Artemis, and you just walked on into a tier 1
Artemis
tower.
towers.
You ate the boar. You weren't super worried about
I
it.
actually blinked into a trap when I did that. Like I went from the wall and then I blink and then like land in a trap without beads.
Oh, is that what popped the bubble? Not the.
yeah.
Because it was such a chaotic moment where I think it was 2 of you guys diving, and then your bubble got popped.
Yeah, I think there's a trap at least. I know I've blinked into a trap at one point.
I'm bailing you out here saying it was the ult, and you're like, nah, man, I just walked right onto the trap.
Wasn't your fault, man. Let's just say it, right?
It's all right,
Builds
man.
It was just
build.
such a good trap.
You said
read
just
the
in.
bleed.
And
It came
that
out
trap
of
has
nowhere.
been
Who
there
put
for
it there?
like it's been there for
Seriously.
3 minutes and like
Where did that trap
there's a
come from?
red dot in the minimap. What is that? I'm bringing into it.
Honestly, that's my fault for not giving him the specific locations
Yeah.
of all
Yeah,
the
where-
traps
where's
in
your
the
V-ping?
lane.
Actually, that's on you, right? Because you're
Exactly,
there the
yeah.
entire time.
I have the exact like
You could draw out a
geographic
map.
location of all the traps.
Yeah.
I assume Cyclone was
Yeah, I think it might have been. It probably
Cyclone's
might have been
place. So, I
Cyclone,
mean,
yeah.
that's on me.
Yeah, but with builds in the jungle, there's like a lot of diversity, and I don't think there's like one defined build path.
Yeah.
But I do think percentage penetration is more important this patch, with people getting like tankier faster.
Right.
As if we're even tanky, man. Funny.
Breastplate and Vampiric Shroud on a Guardian in solo after 5 minutes.
That's
I don't
true.
know damage.
Have you
no
ever
A lot
damage.
of
heard
Guardians
Sunder?
in the solo lane.
Have you ever heard of Sunder? Hey, that's all I'm saying. Sunder,
Just-
see what
but
happens.
you can juke
I
that.
feel like people have been. It's been supports and solo laners getting Sunder in
You
a lot
sunder
of games
someone,
now.
they die.
Everyone just buys Thunder.
If you sunder someone, they're gonna die.
Why not mid? And should everyone get Sunder? Should jungles get Sunder? Where does it stop?
Who really
Maybe.
knows?
Maybe at one
Maybe.
point.
I'm not getting it.
Actually, kind of in the jungle. We talked a little bit about the jungle. I can't figure this out, so I'm hoping maybe one of you two can. What's green buff priority at the moment? When are you going back to get it? When are you ever leaving lane to go pick it up? Is it just extra farm on your way through
That's
the
extra
jungle?
farm for
Green buff
me.
is just his farm. Like,
Assert my dominance here. I'm saying don't start the green buff because I'm going down to the left back camps at one point and I need that green buff to get the extra golden experience.
That's my green buff.
if I'm coming out of base and it's down, then I can pick it up. But I'm literally never going down there. to
Yeah,
pick that
if
green
he
buff
goes
up.
down there, it's like go away.
Well, I guess it is kind of fun. I mean,
sure.
you're in lane. You'd have to be out of lane for a decent amount of time to get back there and get it.
Support players.
Yeah, well, look, he's so mad. He just walks forward, goes 0-3 on the Emir, and then eventually he's like, all right, I paid my dues. We're gonna turn things
We're the
around."
nice guys, and we remake for them, and then they kill me in lane, and then they gank me.
Here's the good news. We're winding down a few last questions here on this one. Then we're gonna have some Twitter Q&As, and I believe we'll have a question about that. So you guys will be able to answer for your crimes in just a moment on that one.
Will,
I bet
we
the
take great
favorite
care.
moment of the year would be, of course, winning a world championship, and that's got to be what everyone's end goal is here, right? You guys have to believe that this is a roster that can get that done.
Nah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
Alex
think
says
so.
no. The rest of the
I
four
don't
seem
think
to
so.
be
Maybe
on the
next
same
year.
page.
No.
probably
Maybe
not.
next year. Yeah, we'll see what happens next year. No, I think you guys have made some serious strides since season 7. One of the top teams in the league right now. It's so much fun to watch. Chaos every time I check in with you guys. It was probably the easiest team check-in I maybe ever have to do. I asked like 4 of like 10 questions that I maybe had written down here, and you made my job
Is there another one?
super easy. What's that?
Is there another one? Maybe just a bonus.
We are going to
question?
have more questions. We're
Oh,
going to go to
okay.
a break here in a moment. Then a bunch of people on Twitter asked questions. So if you guys meme half as hard as you did during this segment, there's no way we're getting through all of those. But I appreciate you guys sitting down with me. The big team check-in. Olympus Bolts, looking forward to seeing some more winning here and in Season 8.